Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a T34 B. It's a Tier 8 American premium heavy tank, and it's located on the north spawn of Live Oaks under the command of Bulldog 7947. Well, what can I tell you about the T34 B? Well, it's part of the it's one of the reskinned versions of the T34, or it is the reskinned version, just in black. And the T34, well, that was one of the group of tanks, including the T29 and T30, developed by the Americans to counter the Tiger II. It's a very tough turret and a fairly weak hull and chassis. The gun on this one is 120mm and carries separate loading ammunition. It has a separate loader for the projectile and another one to load the ammunition, the explosive charge. So it takes a little while to reload. In fact, it used to have a much faster reload time in the past, but Wargaming nerfed it. Okay, we've got some enemies ahead of him. Now, the output damage from this gun is 400 hit points, penetration 248 with standard ammo, 297 on APCR, and on premium on HE rounds you can do damage of 515 off penetration 60. But I suspect he'll be firing nothing but AP or APCR at these enemies. There's an IS-3 up ahead, Tier 8 Soviet heavy, and there's also a KVR-6 or KV2R rather, the premium version of the KV2. Oh, there's the IS-3. It's probably going to pop out and shoot. Fire one in, but we get our average roll, but he fires one back for 359. Looks like he's going to try and go for this corner. Try and scrape around the corner. Oh, that's over angry. And he takes around from the KV2R and high explosive round that's tracked him. He burned his repair kit. There's an OI over there. And the IS-3 is firing at this as well. And that KV-85 was in the way. There's an A44 off to our left, and he just takes a round from that A44. Hopefully the KV-85 will do something. And he's just taken a round from the IS-3 and the KV2R again. This is getting really bad. He's lost over half his hit points. He's just exposed too much of his vehicle. And he's angled wrongly. And he takes another round from the IS-3. He's firing HE at us to keep us tracked. We can't see him. We've lost one of our loaders as well. Fire around into the KV2R and dodge the return shot. So we've lost over half our hit points. We're down to 372. We've only got 1/4 of our health left. And the KV2R is coming around the corner to try and shoot us from that direction. Okay, we're loaded. Yeah, I think it's going to drive through the building and see if we can find that KV2R. There he is. Takes him out of the game, but he takes him around from the OI. And he's been tracked again. Still can't put that loader back in, and it's costing him time. Okay, he's loaded. Will the OI come around the corner? I'm not so sure. He's put his other loader back in. His reload time now's gone up to 12.66 seconds again. Or down to 12.66. The IS-3 is trying to go around the corner. Gets around into him, into his side scraping to avoid the return. He takes out the Cromwell. Can we get another shot? No. There's the OI. I think we're going to try and drive after the IS-3. Oh, he's gone up the ramps to the church, which is indestructible. And now, oh, he can't get a shot on the OI. Couldn't elevate the gun. But he does now. Puts a round into him. Can he get around into the IS-3? It's not loaded yet. He's going to have to take out the OI first. And he does. Now he's going to take a round from the IS-3. Yeah, he does. It's another HE round. 106. He's now down to 151 hit points, but he's loaded and he can take that IS-3 out with one shot. And he does.
They're knocked out.
Now there's an 87 off there in the distance. He's got 3 kills. Scores are even, 10 apiece. Can you get that 87? Yes. And he gets a nice penetration. Average roll though, slightly lower. 389. Say 400 alpha. Got a Type 59 to help him. There's only 4 left on either side. Somebody's capping. There's the 87. Gets him. Gets the kill. That's the High Calibre. If he can keep up the damage. Okay, he's going to have to return to the cap. It appears there's nobody in that side of the map, and the Lorraine's hiding in the city. The enemy... Oh, well, the enemy's down to just 2 tanks now. One of them's M46 kit Ripper pattern, the other's the SU-100. One of them is capping. We've got a VK-30-1P in our cap. The Type 59 is trying to get back to the cap as quickly as he can. Hopefully he can get a reset. Oh, we lost him, but I think we did get a reset. And it appears that it's the Ripper pattern and the SU-100 who are capping. And one of them's left the cap. One of them has left the cap. He's headed this way, I think. And the cap is just about equal. So I think he's made a critical error, because he really should. Yeah, it's the Ripper pattern. He's left the cap to come hunting for us. But that means the cap is now equal. It could be a chance for a draw here. And hold down. The T34 is actually quite a tough tank to kill, but the one thing that can kill it is a Ripper pattern. Goes for the Polar, gets around him for 414, but oh! The Ripper pattern puts a round into his turret and he's out the game. There's the Lorraine. He's in the city aiming for the cap. He's trying to reload as quickly as he can, but it looks like they're going to win before us, or get the cap before us. And the Arty fired around him, but unfortunately no good. He didn't manage to get a splash. And so it's going to cap out. They've capped. And we've capped. It's a draw. They've both capped out at the same time. That Ripper pattern, I think he made a classic error. He actually left the cap to try and prevent anybody getting a reset, and in doing so he allowed the VK at the other end to complete his part of the cap unhindered, and I don't think that the SU-100 had enough time left to complete, or hadn't actually accumulated enough hit points, cap points rather, to complete the cap. And so yeah, I think he made a classic error there. But there again, I suppose he'll say on the other hand, at least he stopped the T34 B from getting a reset and getting a defender medal maybe. But unfortunately it means that it is definitely a draw. So let's have a look at the end of battle stats for this one. And it's the second class tank of a Bulldog 7947 in the T34 B. He also managed to get a fighter badge to get at least 4 kills. He did get 4, and a duelist badge for taking down 2 tanks who did damage to him, the OI and the IS-3. He also got a fire for effect for doing more damage than the hit points to his own vehicle, and he did pick up the High Calibre, so at least he will be receiving points as if he has actually won for getting an epic medal. The win rate for his battle was 4927. So let's have a look at the team scores. Well, he got the highest damage, 3,183 hit points. The next highest scorer was the Charioteer on the enemy team with 1894, and then came the Type 59 who managed to get 1651. When it came to kills, it was definitely the T34 B of Bulldog 7947 who managed to get 4 kills. Then the VK3001P, he managed 3, and so did the Ripper Pattern 3. When it came to base XP, well, it was Bulldog who managed to get the highest amount, 569. And then came the Type 59 505, and then it's the VK3001P 460. So they did better than the Ripper Pattern. Even though the Ripper Pattern was alive at the end of the game, he had only 453 base experience points. Bulldog fired 11 shots during that game. He got 11 direct hits, 10 penetration, damage of 3,183 hit points, all of it at close range. He received 9 hits from the enemy, 7 of them were penetrations. A lot of that was because they were HE rounds rather than standard AP. He also had 2 non-penetrations and 2 hits as a result of splash damage from the Arty. I think the ones that actually didn't penetrate, they actually hit the tracks. He also blocked damage of 390 hit points. He damaged 5 of the enemy, killed 4 of them, and did damage assistance of 136 hit points. On a premium count, he earned 83,360 credits, got 11,340 credits for Courageous Resistance, that's for getting the High Calibre, the Epic Medal in a losing team, or rather a drawing team in this case. So it brought up a total of 94,700, and after repair, ammunition resupply and consumables, he took away 69,427 credits. He received 1 bond for the High Calibre, 853 XP earned for the battle, Courageous Resistance of 493 to equalise his score with that of a winning team, and he also got a premium tank bonus of 135 and a personal reserve bonus of 336, bringing up a total of 1,818 experience points altogether. So unfortunate that it was a draw in the end, but I think that draw, if you think about it, if the Ripper Pattern had stayed in the cap, then there's a very good chance the Ripper Pattern would have been reset by any shot on him, but the Ripper Pattern would have been able to protect the SU-100 from any further shot, and I don't think that Bulldog would have been able to get a further shot off, because after all it was 12 seconds to effect a reload, and during that 12 seconds the Ripper Pattern would have earned more cap points, which would have enabled them to complete the cap before the VK could. And so actually I think the Ripper Pattern gave up a win to try and stop Bulldog 7947, and as a consequence he did stop him. He got more XP, but he lost the battle overall because after all he didn't get any reward other than the hit points that he actually earned, because he didn't pick up anything out of that battle. So a bit disappointing performance by Melted Metal for doing that, but well done to Bulldog for getting the High Calibre. So if you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.